Hi guys, today I decided to create a step-by-step tutorial for you on how to recreate this set, so let's get started. I already prepped and set up the soft gel tips, but before we jump in, gloves and a mask are a must for safety. I started off with this pink gel polish, applying a thin layer to all the nails. After curing that for 60 seconds, I went in with a second coat because I didn't want the nails to look too sheer. Set that to cure, and I absolutely love how this turned out. Now let's move on to the design. For this, I'm using a base called Scotch Base. You can use any base you like and it should work. I just felt like testing this one today. I'm starting with the pinky and covering the entire nail, but don't cure it yet. Then I'm grabbing this white blooming gel I got from Shein and creating a line design. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, so I'll just let you watch. My main focus is the design here, so I'll be showing you each step, but feel free to skip or fast forward if you'd like. Once you like your design, let the gel bloom for about 15 to 20 seconds. Then cure it. Now I'm moving on to the middle finger and doing a similar design but switching it up a bit. You'll see me applying blooming gel all over the nail, but honestly play around with it and do what feels right for you. Cure that when you're ready. Next, I'm grabbing this ring I was gifted and some black gel polish. I'm taking the ring finger and adding some gel to the ring, just to make application easier for myself. Using a liner brush, I'm creating a French tip style design. Once I'm happy with it, I cure that. You can totally use tweezers for this next part, but I'm using these ones I had left over from when I did lashes. I'm grabbing some silver foil I got from a local store for just $1.25. And for the middle finger, I placed it in the top right and bottom left corners. You can place it wherever you like, but this layout worked for me. Now on the pointer finger, I'm grabbing white gel polish and a tool I got from Shein. I'm creating this ombre design. Once I liked it, I cured it. I usually go in twice for this kind of look, so I added more polish. As I was doing it, I decided to just cover the whole nail, but you can leave it ombre if you prefer that look. Cure that again. Now for the thumb, I applied a matte top coat and cured it. Then I grabbed some eyeshadow and a brush. I'm just using what I had at home, but I do recommend investing in an actual nail eyeshadow. The pigment is so much better. I used a silver shade and rubbed it into the right side of the nail. Then I grabbed some black liner gel from Shein and a wooden stick. I started creating a line design on the right side, really just freestyling here. Play around and place it wherever you like. Cure that. Back to the ring finger, I wanted to test the builder gel from Shein. I rolled 5 little balls and I placed them on the nail where I wanted the flower to be. Honestly, I'd recommend investing in a better one. This one isn't bad, it's just not my personal favorite. You can place them anywhere, even at the top of the nail if you want. Using another tool from Shein, I created the flower. Just watch how I do it. It's easier than it looks once you try. You can make the petals longer, rounder, experiment and see what you like. Once you're happy with it, cure it. Back to the pointer finger, I used the dotting tool and I still had some black gel polish, and I placed 5 dots in 3 different spots where I wanted the flowers to go. If you mess up like I did, no stress. Just a little acetone and gently wipe it off. Don't rub too hard though. Then, I used the liner brush to connect the dots and turn them into little flowers. You can connect all the dots, just a few, or none at all. Again, experiment and do what feels right. Once you like it, cure it. To add more detail, I grabbed a darker pink and outlined the petals, then cured it. But it ended up a little too dark for me, so I went back in with white gel polish. There was still some pink left on my liner brush, so I mixed it really nicely. And I just traced over the lines again. Once I was happy with the final look, I cured it. I grabbed some silver chrome and went back to the thumb, rubbing it into the black liner gel. Using a brush, I dusted off the excess. Just be gentle because the eyeshadow underneath can come off. I actually had to go in and fix that later. I just forgot to film it. Now onto my favorite part, adding the charms and beads. I grabbed some nail glue. The bottle broke, so I had to transfer it to a different container, but I'll pop it up on the screen for you. For the flower, I added 4 little gold beads in the center. On the pinky, I added 1 white pearl and 3 gold beads around it. You can add more if you want. For the thumb, I did the same layout but swapped the pearl for a silver gem. And on the pointer finger, I used 2 white pearls and 1 to 2 silver beads in the center of the flowers. Now it's time to top coat everything. This really brings out all the colors. Top coat everything and cure. Quick heads up, be careful with the thumb. Since it was matted earlier, the top coat might run off. Also on the middle finger, we didn't glue the foil down, so it might smudge or come off. You could press it down again before top coating it. As you can see, I didn't do that, and the foil actually stuck to my brush and transferred to the ring finger. I cured it without noticing, so yeah. If this was a client, I'd fix that and I'd file everything nice and smooth, and we'd be all done. Let me know what you think, and if you try it out, definitely share it with me. I'd love to see. Also, let me know what other videos you'd like to see next. Don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks for watching, until next time.